Let's talk about registration of charges under Companies Act. Section 77, subsection 1 of the Act says every charge that are created by joint stock company, which are falling under certain categories, which I list out very shortly, should be registered with Registrar of Companies. Okay, and this should happen within 30 days of creation of charge. If registration is not going to happen, then that charge is going to be void against the liquidator or any creditor of the company. Okay, let's look at the categories for which the registration of charge is compulsory. If a charge is created for the purpose of securing any issue of debentures, if a charge is created on uncalled share capital of the company, if a charge is on any immovable property or any interest therein, if a charge is on any book debts of the company, if a charge is on any movable property of the company not being a pledge, okay, so pledge is not covered here, then floating charge on the undertaking or any property of the company, a charge on calls made but not paid, that should also be registered, a charge on a ship or any share in a ship, then a charge on goodwill, a patent or a license under patent, a trademark or copyright, or a license under copyright. Okay, so these are all the categories where registration of charge with Registrar of Companies is mandatory. Okay, what are the forms we have to use? Let's see. Form number CHG1. This is the form which we will use for registering a charge as well as modifying a charge. So company should ensure the charge is registered within the stipulated period, that is 30 days. This is for creation of a charge. Then for satisfying a charge, we will be using form CHG4. Okay, right. See, both these forms, that is form CHG1 and CHG4, it should be signed by director or it can be by any authorized official of the company. If you go through section 77 of Companies Act, it says charge should be filed with the Registrar of Companies of the state where registered office of the company is situated. Okay, so branches can be in different places, administrative office can be in different place, but the charge should be filed with ROC of the state where the registered office of the company is situated, and this should happen within 30 days of the creation of charge. Then Companies Act also provides something extra, that is, if a company is not able to register within 30 days, then they can make an application through form CHG10, so that Registrar of Companies will allow registration beyond 30 days, but within 300 days of creation. For that, some additional fee have to be paid. Okay, and it is also provided in the Act that any subsequent registration of a charge will not prejudice any right acquired in respect of any property before the charge is actually registered. Okay, so there is a subsequent registration, but before that, if any right is created, it is not going to affect that. Okay, right. So there is a delay, right? I mean, it is supposed to be registered within 30 days. It has been registered after 30 days. So there is a delay, and this delay has to be condoned, and for that only form CHG 10 has been filed. Okay, right. Now, for satisfying a charge, what form have to be used? We said CHG4. Now think of another scenario where the company could not complete its registration within the period of 300 days also. Then what is the way? The only way is they have to make an application to central government. They have to make an application to central government for extending, registering or ratifying. Okay, because there is an omission from their side to file within 30 days or 300 days. So they have to make an application, and this should follow section 87 of the Act. So if the central government is satisfied that this omission was accidental, or it is because of inadvertence, or there is some strong reason, and those reasons are not to prejudice the position of creditors or shareholders, Then central government may extend the time for registration or ratify the omission. But for that they'll put some terms and conditions. Okay, whatever they deem as appropriate, those terms and conditions will be imposed. So understand one more thing, this extension or ratification will not prejudice any rights acquired in respect of the property before the charge is actually registered. Okay. What will happen if the company fails to register within the specified period? The charge holder himself can move an application before registrar of companies. Okay. So when he moves before ROC, he should also have the instrument that is created for, the instrument that is used for creating this charge. So along with this instrument, he can move before ROC for registering the charges, and this should happen within such time and such manner that is prescribed, that we'll understand little later. Okay. So registrar of companies will allow registration when it is moved by the lender as well, but for that some fees have to be paid, and the registrar of companies will also issue a notice, opportunity of being here to the company, why you are not filing, why lender is coming and filing. So 14 days time period will be given. Within that, if they are not going to respond, then ROC will register the charges on the basis of application filed by the lender itself.
Thank you for watching this video. Hope you liked it. If you wish to learn more on this topic, do check our comprehensive online course. I have given the link in the description below. If you like this video lecture, do not forget to click on that like, share and subscribe button with bell icon.